Card weekend, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Smith going to go to the air first play. He stiff arms him. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Third and 2, Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down at 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start out here with the option left. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now an option play on second down. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, hold it and get a good yardage himself.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Foreman. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. hard matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. On play action, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Robert Tonyan. 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Smith off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. I'm not not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And they'll begin by running the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And again, back to Komet. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Out of the gun, Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Seahawks first down.
$21-0 our score after one.
The score, Bears 21, Seahawks nothing.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. First throw now for the backup lock. Rolling to his right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Locke to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Latavius Murray, 30 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Bears take over the first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Back to throw, Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Outright to Smith-Njigba. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd down, here's Foreman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Back to Foreman on 1st. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Don't jump. Ready?
2nd and 10.
Go.
Fields. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. That'll be caught by Foreman. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. We'll get this to about the 38.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. To throw it is Locke. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Locke now on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Locke off a play action. He'll buy some time right. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Foreman takes it, headed right. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the 50, here's Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Fields. This one completes, a Tunyon underneath. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Locke. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's Walker. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Robbie Chosen from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Fields on first down. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go, son.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go.
On the option right is Fields. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Extend. Hey.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Fields throw complete here to Komet. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Fields going to keep it running right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
To throw is Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Moore, the man in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Herbert powering up the middle. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 29.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Foreman will try to pick it up. And he takes this one in for Bears touchdown. Foreman with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gold to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted.
Robbie Gould to kick off for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
2nd and 7. On play action, Lock. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
They'll start with the option. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Go.
Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Here we go, Spike.
Foreman will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Locke. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
His 48-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
Locke working out of the gun. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, so quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards.
1st down, Seahawks.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Block now to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2-yard line.
Again, it's Locke. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Robbie Chosen. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Locke going to try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And they'll run the option to start the drive. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And Claypool going to have a Bears first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48.
That's good for Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the option right is Fields. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Devin Witherspoon on the coverage.
Here we go.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. Locke will try again on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Right.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here we go.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On the option to give to Foreman. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Good.
2nd and 9. The Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.